Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion. And this is Kenshi. I think that horrible sound I was hearing was the stone mine. Yep, pretty sure it is. We got folks running around. Zzarkz and Robin, what are you guys doing? Building the looms, I assume? Yeah. Are they actually working together, or is Robin working on this one? This one is being built. I think they're working together. Zzarkz, what are you doing, buddy? That doesn't seem quite right, the way you're working on that thing. I know you're trying to help out Robin, but yeah. Be a little more considerate of her personal space, I would think. Anyways, we're here. We're doing stuff. Yeah. Trying to work on the base, get it built up, and doing well. We've got several people working on the building materials that are going to be required for the walls and the gates. We have one gate completed, one ramp as well. But we still have a very long way to go. I can't remember. Yeah, it's only telling me per section how many building materials it needs. It's not telling me the grand total. But it's... yeah. It's a lot. Definitely quite a lot. She's building this ramp first, which is okay. But to be entirely honest, I wish the walls would go up first. We'll get to it, though. And we have the stone mine working. Does it tell me how much is left? Stone richness is still 100. Anything over 50 is considered good, so that's fantastic news. I also experimented with giving everybody jobs, right? Zzarkz and Robin are obviously working on engineering, and they're doing the work that I've asked them to do. It seems to me already that they have been going to collect materials and then transport those materials to the structures that they're trying to build. You see, like Robin right now, yeah, she has 2 building materials in her inventory. I'd like to see where she goes with these, or if she grabs materials out of any of these machines. Yeah, she grabbed iron out of this machine, and she's adding it to the corpse burner, which I think requires power. I could be wrong about that. But even if it does, that's going to be fine. Oh, Cufflinks. I need to actually tell everybody to work, I just realized. Or are they... no, they're working. Okay. Usually when I start up a save game, they're not doing their jobs. Looks like Coth isn't doing anything right now. His jobs are to be a farmer, but right now nothing is quite ready. This still has 20%. 21. This is growing 14%. This hasn't been constructed yet. We don't have enough hemp. And then this is 18% only. We have a little bit of extra wheat straw. I think this Garu, maybe the other one. I think it's this one though. Yeah, quite a bit of wheat straw. So if I had that ground up into flour, that would be something that we could do. Coth, would you want to use this grain silo? It's running inside. Yes, he's grabbed the wheat. And he dropped it in. Wheat straw into straw flour. Okay, he's done. Yeah, in the thieves' backpack. What do we reckon? Is that an 8th? Maybe? A 6th or an 8th? I think it's an 8th. We need storage for electrical components. I don't know. I don't remember why I bought those. I needed them for something. The small wind generator requires them. Let's run in here and see if we can drop these off. That'll be okay. I'd like for them to be in the same position, though, so that I can tell where they are. These could be dropped off as well. And I'll arrange these real quickly. That's probably fine. The Coth will automatically go and drop them off. I may actually tell him to inventory this first. We'll drop off this research artifact that he has in his backpack. There. And then now he can go drop off those other things. And now when you come over here, it's empty. I probably ought to have somebody who has a trader backpack work with this machine. Let's take at least those 4, and then you could take 1 more or 2. You can only fit 1. I'll bet if I arrange a little bit better. There. So now he's got 6 more, and he's going to do this automatically. Which surprises me. I didn't tell him to do it that second time. Oh, okay, he just put them in there. He's not actually using the machine. So now if we have him trade with the Garu and take 6 more wheat straw, I can tell him... Oh, he's just dropping it straight in? That's amazing. We'll keep going then, since he's willing to do this. I may make Coth my cook and have Darker... Oh yeah, Robin was working on the walls. Like, where is she coming from? Have Darker do the farming? We'll see. Cufflinks has eaten. Looks like Boss Lady is probably going to eat. Defensive Gate 2. Construction complete. Well done, Zzarkz. Excellent work, buddy. Trade with Garu 1 more time. Take these. Yep, it's going to drop them in. And then I right-clicked on it, so he should be working, yeah. And that works... Well, no, it chews up wheat straw really quickly. It doesn't produce straw flour very quickly. That's obvious. I was thinking, though, that there is a recipe for meat wraps, I think it is. That's just bread and meat. We have a lot of dried meat, and we will eventually have a lot of bread once we have more water. 7 in there. I don't know how many are stored in the tanks right now, but we'll see. Robin, what are you up to? Operating machine. I'm not sure how that worked out because she doesn't have the research bench as a job. Okay, that has 3 of the iron plates that it needs out of 8. And how quickly is this working? It's out of raw iron. So Smish, you have iron in your backpack. Composite runners is complete. That was for mounted crossbows. So now I don't know if these crossbows are better. Do I need to dismantle these and rebuild them? Height 8 meters, it doesn't give me any bonus somehow. Above the last target. You would think that that would have a bonus of some kind, but clearly it doesn't. That's fine. I have to accept it. I have no choice. Robin is busy building. That's wonderful. It's almost done, too. Ka-ching. Goal engineer. Okay. I'm curious to know why they build the ramps first, but maybe they need to be on top of the walls to build the walls? Who knows? Not me. And then I need to check on these machines, 14 and 11, but there's plenty of building materials inside them already. And I assume, just like the engineers are running to get the materials to go build the structures, I feel like once this runs out of stone, they should run down here to the stone storage, gather stone, and then put it in here to use the machine, since that's their job, is to use the machine. I assume that's going to be the case, but I don't know for sure. Coth, are you done here? I mean, you aren't working, but it's not complete. This should be enough to do 1 more straw flour. I can't remember how many wheat straw were in here before we got started. I should have kept track of that. It was a lot, though. This doesn't seem to be quite enough. Yeah, we would need 1 more, I think, to complete. Which is okay. Soon enough we will have some. Wait. I should have taken the flour out of here. Okay, come on inside. And then let's take a look here. Yeah, so we've got bread and green fruit. makes a food cube, so that's one thing that we can do. And then also the meat wrap. This is meat and some bread. It's great. Ingredients: bread 1, raw meat 1. Oh, raw meat. Never mind. Rice weed, bread, and green fruit. So that's what we've got in there. Cooked veggies is green fruit and water. And then dried meat is raw meat. So I don't need a campfire. I could dismantle this. Coth, inventory this. Okay, so now we have raw meat. No, don't dismantle the storm house. Yeah, the campfire. Take that away. And then here, we can queue up dried meats and meat wraps. I see. Okay, so we'll start with food cubes, meat wraps, and then dried meats. No dried meats. Let's just do it like this first. Alright. Coth, go work on this. He ate one of the dried meats. That's okay. Wow, at the green fruit. It really uses a lot of them. I thought it was 1-to-1. Not the case. Robin, are you hungered? She is. Well done. We do have a lot of green fruit, so that's fine. It's the last one. Is he going to stop then? No? Yes. He dropped off a whole bunch of things. He dropped off the dried? No, that was the raw meat. Yeah. But now that he's in here, he'll use that. Okay, I'm going to make him do cooking. He will cook, make this, make bread, and that should be good. Okay, so he made the food cube. Did that go in his pocket? It did. So now he's doing a meat wrap. It's only one thing at a time, which is a little bit wild. Repeat queue is on, so they just swap between the two of these. That should be sufficient. I don't see any reason to do anything else here. I feel like the food cube and the meat wraps are going to be superior foods to dried meat and bread. Maybe we test that theory, because this is a nutrition of 75 new. This has no nutrition at all. And then a bread is 30 new. I think it took more than 2 breads to make a food cube, though. I could be wrong. Okay, he unloaded those. And so for raw meat, has a new of 15. Meat wrap is 50. It says the ingredients is bread and raw meat, but I don't know that it's 1-to-1. Right, food cube. Does it tell me? Okay, 8 green fruit. 8 green fruit to 1 bread. So it was only 1 bread for the food cube. And we don't get any nutrition from green fruit, so I'm not sad about how many of it that it takes. This was 1 raw meat and 1 bread. So that's a total of 45 nutrition, turning it into 50. So it is slightly superior. And then too, these have durability bars. I think that's what that is. And so they could eat partial of these, but they can too with the meat. And I assume the bread is the same. It is. So they don't have to overeat. So that's interesting. And then of course, dried meat, 15 new. It's negligible. So it doesn't make sense to cook the meat when I could make a better food out of it. I worry about Robin and Zzarkz up here working, because this is usually where the Holy Nation comes from. Yeah, this is very interesting. I didn't know that I was going to be this involved and interested in the occupation of my little villagers, right? I thought exploring and combat was going to be the best thing, but really it's only just as good as this, in my mind. I know it might be boring to some people, but I'm really enjoying this. Thoroughly enjoying it. I feel like she would do that on her own, and I don't need to manually drop those in there. We don't have more raw iron, so soon I'm going to need somebody to go out there and mine iron instead of just stone. How are we looking on the stone here? Still only 3? Are they not... Okay, Manitou is not helping right now. But I don't see that being a huge difference. We have built another wall. Cufflinks, are you still researching? What have we got going still? Okay, the turret strings are almost done. Basic weapon grades are after that. That's pretty significant. I like that. So then we could even start crafting weapons. And now we got this weapon Smithy, right? What do these require? Iron? Or... Okay, crossbow turret strings is done. This is a polearm class. Yeah, iron plates. I was kind of hoping that these would be steel plates. But maybe with the upgraded weapon grades, it changes. I'm not sure. Medical workbench. This requires fabrics of 1. And then fabrics of 8 for those. We've got all kinds of armors that we can make at standard grade, no less. So that's great. Anybody who has anything less than standard grade could get improvements from that. These don't have... This one does have armor. But most of these do not have an armor rating. What's that, the bandana? Yeah, and the turban both. Turban is slightly better. And protects against dust storms. Which I feel like the bandana ought to protect against dust storms because you can put that across your face. But I think in the game, the bandana is simply worn over the head. Rag shirt is a little bit of protection. Kegel must? Okay. And then basket hats are dust storm protection. This is a hungry bandit, holy servant of the holy nation. Where'd you come from and why are you in my base? Get out of here. Oh no. Darker, why are you failing? Why are you failing me? 17 green fruits already though. Yes, well done. So she's bringing home the green fruits, and then Coth is cooking them up, which is great. 61. We've got 3 food cubes, 3 meat wraps that weren't there before, so he's cooking away his storm. Where does that come in at? Laboring or farming? I'm trying to see if there's a cooking skill, and I don't see one right now. It seems like cooking isn't a skill. Oh, corpse furnace is done. Corpse furnace. Yeah, cooking doesn't seem to be a skill. So that's fine. It's sad that he's never going to get any quicker at it, but it's fine. What have you got on you? Some swords. And you've just got some meats and arm and a generator core, which is sell value, more or less. We're doing okay on money, so that's great. I need to go on a recruitment run because we simply don't have enough dudes. We could use more farmers, right, to help out Darker with the harvest here. And then we could do more stone mines here or there. We could also mine, yeah, this node right here for iron. There's three nodes here, I think, of iron. So we could mine those. I may eventually enclose them in. Right, just have an extra wall going around like this. And then put a gate in down here. But I don't want to have a gate here until I've walled it in. Because I feel like enemies attack gates. Oh no, who's this? Oh, Bone Dog? Is that a holy servant getting eaten? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. I need not to laugh at my enemies. It's terrible. Terrible habit to get into. This wall is coming along really quickly though, and I'm pretty happy about that. Darker is still farming away, doing very well. Oh yeah. She loaded up the green fruit and took them inside, dropped them off. So that's all worked perfectly. And then Coth will acquire the green fruit for his cooking. It's amazing. It's working so well. Like, I was expecting to find issues. Like, there might be some bugs, or they would just stand around after they've done one job and wait for more materials. Or wait for me to manually tell them to collect materials. No, they do it all automatically. Defensive Wall 2 construction complete. That was Zzarkz over here. Nice. So I kind of wish I could deselect, but we'll select Zzarkz, and then I want to go with defenses. Mount a crossbow. Yeah. Why is this red? I guess it's okay. I mean, further away is fine. And this won't allow me to snap it there until it's constructed. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it right now, but just whenever you get around to it, Zzarkz. It'll be fine. Leather tanning there. We've got leather armor crafting. Okay. Arrow making. Robin was working on the electrical workbench. Great. This is all very good. I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. We're up to 5 and 4. No, 5 and 5, I just noticed. So that's coming along nicely. Leather tanning bench is done. So now we can tan leathers. I think Beep has... No. Who had the hides? I thought I had Beep collect hides off the river raptors that were out here. Did they get burned in the corpse furnace, I wonder? Because they were here at the beginning of the episode. I know that. Not sure. Yeah, medical kit storage over here. And the workbench. I think this was already done. I looked at it in the crafting queue of the weapon smith. So I knew that was done already. Basic weapon grades 4. Nice. Okay, so now what are we looking like in here? Same things. Blunt weapon class, polearm class, iron plates, estimated time, material cost 2. So even though it says iron plates 1, it requires 2, I guess is what that means. So what's the benefit of researching weapon grades? Does it just mean that these are likely to be made at a better quality? Not clear. Do we have the ability to make other... No. Weapons is what I was thinking of. Industry, maybe? Powered stone refinery? Okay. Get more output with less workers. But we need a generator. I assume that windmills count as generators. So I guess we would have to tech up to level 4 before we would be able to learn other weapon crafting. Unless we need to find blueprints and stuff, we can't just automatically research it, you know? That's also a possibility. Oh yeah. He's built on the other side here too. Okay, Zzarkz. Let's go back in here to a defense and grab another mounted crossbow. Is it going to allow me to put it here? It does. I kind of want 2 of them on this side. Do we want them to be away from the gate or near the gate? I don't think it matters because I don't think that they can turn and face right at the gate. But I want them to be able to cover most of this water. Sure. We'll put it there and then we'll put this one here. Eventually they will get to it. Yeah, he's getting this wall done. It's looking good too. I mean, it's a little bit low to the ground on this side, right? But on this side, it's like almost 2 people tall. So that's fine. Except for right here. I think IRL, especially with all these indentions and stuff, it would be possible to climb up here. But it's not going to happen in game. So we don't have to worry about that. I feel like this is a significant improvement because we were clearly keeping out the tall, ugly, dead-looking trees in favor of these lush red or pink scaly-looking trees that are gorgeous. So we've kept the beautiful things in and the ugly things out. And that's what walls are all about, I swear. It's the best thing about walls. 7 and 7. Where are you getting all this raw meat, Coth? That's what I want to know, to make these meat wraps. We're not missing anybody, are we? These guys all working hard in here. It's beautiful. Beep. Yeah, I'm pretty curious to know once this runs out. Hey, who took off? Headcannon? Operating machine, it says. I don't see what he did. He unloaded the building materials? He did. He unloaded the building materials and took them over to storage. Now Zzarkz and Robin can come up here, grab the building materials out of storage, and then go build. That's incredible. Man, I love this. Oh, I already loved this game, but this has just made it twice as good. Everything's working so smooth. It's like clockwork. It's crazy good. We haven't been attacked once yet today. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that. Oh, autosaving, right when I say something. Yeah, Headcannon and Beep are going to the stone storage to get stone. Slam. And so now this has 28, this has 2. Okay, so they're unloading this, putting it in here, and then starting over again. Because it's their job to operate this machine, they have been unloading it like that, so that's good. I'm pretty pleased about that. Darker is taking water to everywhere that needs it. There's still 6 waters in here. Got 7, 5, and 9. That's good. Okay. They evidently can't fit very many stone in their inventory. Beep. Yeah, he's only got a small backpack and it's mostly full. Or it is full, actually. So they're only able to carry 1 each right now. That probably needs to be solved. Headcannon, why don't you come drop off your goodies here, buddy? Okay, that hasn't helped him a lot. It rearranged his backpack a little bit, but I think we need to do something else. If we look, Psychopathic, right, has the scavenger backpack. It's empty, so he's going to be able to carry quite a lot of stone. Boss Lady has a large backpack, which is also empty. She'll be able to carry a lot. Smish and Maat are both using trader backpacks, so I may have Maat trade with Headcannon or with Beep. I think I will trade with Beep. Yeah, so Beep is going to be carrying more out in his pocket here. We'll swap these out like that. There we go. And if we open bag, we'll give him the first aid, and we'll try to drop that helmet off somewhere else. But these meats can be given to Zzarkz, probably. So, Matt, you could trade with Zzarkz next. Okay. Coth is stuck doing nothing. Bread is being baked in the oven right now. I guess we're out of bread. Yes. Completely out of bread. So he will make bread before he starts working on the rest of this. And the food cubes is all he can make now because there's no more raw meat. Right, so he's at a bit of a slow spot. I want to tell him to work with Darker on the farming also, but I don't want to overwhelm his job capacity here. I don't know if there is such a thing. Oh yeah, Beep is still here. And this is about to run out, so now we'll see if Beep comes back with more stone. He'll be slower than Headcannon on coming back because he's going to be carrying a lot more, but it will be good for his strength development as well. And since he wants to be the mightiest warrior or whatever, it'll be worthwhile for him. Oh yeah, he's actually not slower than Headcannon. Boom. Did it. I guess his athletic skill is probably higher. Laboring is 50 now. Laboring 33. It's reduced by injuries. He is still wounded, huh? Stomach and head. Interesting. I wonder if we can... Oh no. No, I don't think we would be able to get on the wall from here. The angle that I was looking at it from, I thought we would, but nope, no chance. So surely someone operating a mounted crossbow from up here, if the enemies are running through this valley, would have a height advantage, one would think. Maybe not, though. Who knows? Oh, wow. Who are these folk? Outlaws? No, these are bandits. Okay. Don't even think about it. Don't even try it. You've got to be joking. How are you going to come into my perfectly developed nation over here, independent of all rulership, and even attempt to attack me? You're mad. You're insane. You've literally gone off your rocker. Kill them. Are their friends coming? Nope. Good. It's only 2 dummies. That's all. Cufflinks with the big chop. Hit my Garu like that, you fool. Okay, Cufflinks is gonna medic everybody up first before he goes back to his work. Headcannon, what are you doing? Oh, is Coth fighting the rest of them? All by himself? He downed one. Yeah. Coth is fighting the rest of them all by himself. Okay. Can I do, no. I was hoping I could just, box select everybody from that angle. Yeah. Attack this man, please. Nice. Good shot, Coth. Nice. Man, he didn't even have the chance to attack. Wow. 69. Right to the head. I don't know that it was to the head. I would have to check his injuries. Wow. Darker with the pole arm. Get her. Whack. Nice one. Zzarkz as well. No fear. Wham. Dead. Well, not dead, but downed. Okay, Coth, you're gonna do the looting here. Rest up a while? He might. Unless you're talking to the Garu, in which case he probably won't. He'll probably be resting for a long time. Not just a while. Taking all of their weapons. And we will burn them. I'll have to tell the Garu to come back over here. These 2 that are in the middle of the village here will probably have a hard time returning to life. They'll probably need to be burnt. But I may wait and let the river raptors come and just farm the river raptors for foul meat for Zzarkz and beep. Then for the Garu as well. Let's see. It's this machine, isn't it? The item furnace. Four irons. Okay. Nice. Oh, wow. It's not just one tiny section, it's one large section of wall per building material. Boom. And the speed at which he's able to build them is really impressive, I would say. Anito, have you forgotten what your job is? You have no job. Okay. Go ahead and help with this then. I thought that was his job, but I must have never activated it for him. Complete. Weapon grade 5. So that should be it for Cufflinks then. He's done researching. So now what? Material cost 6, material cost 2. Huh. I'll have to think about that, and I'll have to think about what Cufflink's next job is. I could have him help with the farming, so that Coth can focus on cooking only, and doesn't get overwhelmed, because he doesn't have nearly as many jobs. In fact, I think I will. He'll help with the farming. She's got the water taken care of, so he will only rarely need to be working. And Robin is busy building the... which one was this? Leather armor? Okay. Zzarkz is giving her a hand. Fantastic. And everything is working incredibly smoothly. This is amazing. I never expected this kind of efficiency. The only thing is we're going to have to run somebody out here to collect iron here soon. Because we don't have regular collection of iron ore, so we're going to run out of plates. I'll have Maat and Smish. In fact, let's do that right now. Smish and Maat. Here he is, right next to her. You guys will operate this as a job also. So once that's full, they will bring back the ore to here. And then I assume that they would operate the iron refinery at that point. Because whenever there's ore, I think they'll prioritize the top job first, and then move on to the next one. Alright, folks. Man, it's been a fantastic and very educational episode for me. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. I know that it wasn't the super high action sort of episode from combat and stuff like that, but we did a little bit of combat, so you can't be mad. Right? Right? Coth took down a dude all by himself without letting him even get it close. It looks so weird, his eyeballs. So that was cool. We got a little bit of farming done. Darker harvested this entire field of green fruit just by herself, which is pretty impressive. And this wheat straw is almost ready to be grown and turned into bread. So we are literally making that bread, believe it or not. And we only have more progress to make in the next episode. That's going to do it for this one, though. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description, and feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.